Ladies and gentlemen, in the hustle and bustle of life, we often find ourselves chasing after things we think we need to feel whole. Success, recognition, love, or even peace of mind. We run tirelessly, pushing ourselves to the limit, believing that if we just work harder, if we just take control of every moment, we'll finally achieve the life we dream of. But today, I want to tell you something different. Sometimes the most powerful thing we can do is let go. Let go of the need to force, chase, or control. Instead, let Him, the opportunities, the dreams, the relationships, come to you. What do I mean by this? Think about the nature of life. It's not a series of relentless pursuits, but a dance between effort and surrender. When you find your purpose, when you connect with your deepest truth, you don't have to chase after it, it comes to you. And when it does, it's often more beautiful, more fulfilling, and more aligned with who you truly are than anything you could have ever imagined. But here's the key. You must be open. You must be patient. You must trust in the flow of life. You see, the greatest things in life are not something you can force into existence. They are something that reveals itself when you create the space for it. Like a flower that opens to the sunlight, the right opportunities, the right people, the right circumstances will come to you when the time is right. So let go of the pressure. You don't need to chase success. You need to align with it. You don't need to chase love. You need to be the embodiment of it. You don't need to chase peace. You need to cultivate it from within. Let Him, whether it's your dreams, your destiny, or the person you are meant to become, come to you in its own time, in its own way. Trust that it will. And when it does, you will be ready to receive it fully. Remember, there is power in stillness. There is power in waiting. There is power in knowing that what is meant for you will never miss you. So, do not exhaust yourself in the chase. Instead, do the inner work, build your foundation, and allow life to unfold as it should. So I challenge you today, let Him come to you. Trust, a key to unlocking life's potential. Trust is one of the most powerful forces in our lives, yet it's often overlooked or misunderstood. We're taught to trust our instincts, trust others, and trust the process. But what does it really mean to trust, and why is it so important for unlocking our fullest potential? At its core, trust is about having faith in ourselves, in others, and in the universe or the flow of life. It's the belief that everything will unfold as it should, even when things don't make sense in the moment. Trust is what allows us to step forward without fear, knowing that we are supported by something greater than our own understanding. When we trust, we release control. We stop trying to manipulate every outcome, and we stop second-guessing every decision we make. Instead, we allow life to guide us, even when the path is unclear. This doesn't mean we become passive or complacent. Rather, trust is about taking action with the confidence that we are in the right place at the right time, doing what we are meant to do. On a deeper level, trust in ourselves is essential. It means believing in our own abilities, our intuition, and our inner wisdom. Often we doubt ourselves or question our choices because we fear making the wrong decision. But trusting yourself is about knowing that even if mistakes are made, they are a part of your growth. It's about understanding that you are resilient enough to learn from those experiences and use them to move forward. Trust also extends to others. It's easy to become skeptical or guarded, especially after we've been let down or hurt. However, allowing ourselves to trust others opens the door for deeper connections and more fulfilling relationships. Trusting others is not about blind faith. It's about seeing the best in people and allowing them to show up for you in the way that is authentic to them. Finally, trust in the larger process of life. Trust that the universe, God, or whatever higher power you believe in has a plan for you. Even when things don't go according to plan, or when setbacks occur, trust that there is a purpose to the journey. It's this trust that keeps us moving forward, even when the road gets tough. When we trust, we create space for miracles to happen, for opportunities to unfold, and for our dreams to materialize in ways we could never have imagined. Surrender, the power of letting go. Surrender is often misunderstood as weakness or passivity. Many people believe that to succeed in life, one must always fight, control, and push forward relentlessly. But surrender in its truest form is not about giving up. It's about letting go of the need for control and accepting life as it comes. It's about finding strength in flexibility and peace in allowing things to unfold naturally. To surrender is to trust that life has its own rhythm, its own timing, and its own wisdom. It means recognizing that there are forces beyond our immediate control, whether it's the circumstances of our environment, the actions of others, or even the mysteries of the universe, that play a significant role in the outcome of our lives. Surrender is not about being passive or apathetic, it's about aligning ourselves with the flow of life rather than resisting it. When we surrender, we let go of the burden of perfection. We stop trying to micromanage every aspect of our lives and accept that not everything is in our hands. This doesn't mean we stop striving or that we give up on our goals. Rather, it's a release of the obsessive need for control, which can be exhausting and ultimately counterproductive. When we let go of this grip, we allow room for creativity, spontaneity, and new opportunities to enter our lives. In relationships, surrendering is essential. Often we try to force connections, to mold people into who we want them to be, or to hold on too tightly to those we love. But surrendering means accepting people for who they truly are, not for who we want them to be. It's about letting go of unrealistic expectations and being open to the beauty of imperfection. When we surrender in relationships, we allow love to grow naturally and authentically, without trying to control or force it. On a deeper level, surrender also means accepting life's uncertainties. We often want clear answers, a map to the future, or the assurance that everything will work out exactly as we envisioned. But surrender teaches us to embrace the unknown with confidence, to live in the moment, and to trust that the unfolding of life is exactly what we need. When we learn to surrender, we create space for something greater to enter our lives. It's in this surrender that we discover a deeper sense of freedom, peace, and fulfillment, something that cannot be achieved through force or resistance. Alignment, the key to living with purpose. Alignment is one of the most powerful forces you can cultivate in your life. When you are in alignment, everything feels right. Your thoughts, actions, and intentions all work together in harmony. It's the feeling of being connected to your highest self and living in a way that is authentic and true to who you are. Alignment brings clarity, peace, and purpose, making every step you take feel aligned with your deepest desires and values. At its core, alignment is about being in tune with your true purpose. It's about living in accordance with your inner truth, rather than trying to meet external expectations or chasing after goals that don't resonate with who you truly are. When you're aligned, your actions reflect your values, your mindset is focused on growth, and your energy is directed towards the things that matter most to you. One of the first steps toward alignment is self-awareness. To be aligned, you need to know yourself deeply, your strengths, your weaknesses, your desires, and your boundaries. This requires introspection and a willingness to examine your life from an honest perspective. Without self-awareness, it's easy to get caught up in the expectations and pressures of society, constantly chasing things that may not truly fulfill you. Alignment, however, requires you to look inward and find the direction that truly reflects who you are at your core. Once you know yourself, alignment is about making conscious choices that support your well-being and purpose. This means aligning your career with your passions, your relationships with your values, and your daily actions with your long-term vision. It's about making decisions that feel right in your heart and mind, rather than simply going along with what others expect or what seems easiest. Alignment requires you to step into your authentic power, trusting that when you act in ways that honor your truth, everything else will fall into place. In a broader sense, alignment is also about connecting with the flow of life. It's about understanding that everything happens for a reason and that there is a larger, universal order guiding you. When you align yourself with this flow, you tap into a deeper sense of ease and trust. Life no longer feels like a struggle or a series of disconnected events. Instead, you begin to see the connections, the patterns, and the opportunities that guide you toward your purpose. Ultimately, alignment is a lifelong process. It's not a one-time event, but a continual journey of living in sync with who you are and where you're meant to be. It requires regular reflection, adjustment, and growth. But when you are aligned, you experience life with greater clarity, purpose, and fulfillment.